Hey guys, it's Jade and welcome back to Ceder Zoo. This episode we're going to be building a massive walk-through butterfly habitat. Now they've recently added butterflies into the game and a butterfly walk-through habitat, which is really cool. However, there's a few things that will need to change before we can start making the actual outside of the habitat. First, we'll get some butterflies into the exhibit first. There's no actual limit on how many butterflies you can put in each exhibit, so we'll just put a few. They'll probably reproduce anyway, so we'll just put a couple in to start off, and then we'll get into the actual building of the structure, which has some pretty cool features that I think you might like if you've got the game and you're wanting to do the walkthrough habitat. Go ahead and just, do the basic temperature, get that all sorted. Now, the cool thing about these is you can have the full glass box like it is on the right. You can have a glass wall at sides like it is on the left, or you can do none. So there's no barrier, no building, it's just completely nothing, like the roof there on the left one. So what we'll do is we'll just start off with getting the shape of the building that we're going to be doing, and then we'll just get rid of it. So it's literally you're just walking into a normal building, there's the path, there's the doors, and then it's cool. There's going to be no building there. Like, you can get rid of it. It's a cool like that. You can just get rid of each panel, all of the panels, and it's very cool because these are two separate enclosures, but I'm gonna connect it and make it look like it's just one big enclosure with two paths in there, one big building, and I think it'll come out quite good. We can change the doors to either have none or these little drop down pieces, so I reckon we'll stick with them just to, keep the vibe of actually having the butterflies stay in the exhibit rather than flying out the door. They can't because there's an invisible barrier, but that's to come later. So I'm gonna go with, I saw a cool picture of one where it has a tilted roof, and I think that'll look good here because it's a bit of empty space here right next to the underwater world. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll just start off with this wood pieces here and then do this little roof. We might actually have to, we might change it a little bit because it might be a bit too high. We'll go with a lower roof here, start from a lower point on the left, and just because it looked pretty high, so we'll just do it like this. Don't worry, the glass box will actually disappear. It's just there for reference for size right now and getting the right angles, but eventually that will disappear and we won't have to worry about it. So yeah, I definitely want it to feel very light as well. So we'll have a big window at the front, and we'll have some big side windows going down either side of the habitat as well to get like as much natural light in as possible, because I feel like with the butterflies you want to be able to see them in the light. So yeah, we'll add a bunch of windows and get the light just beaming in, and it'll look good as well because the roof will be glass as well, so you'll be able to get some nice light rays coming in through all of the windows all around it. So yeah, I think the natural light is the way to go for sure. We had to use custom window pieces just to get the right sizes in, because the window pieces that are in the game, not custom, don't fit the spaces, sadly. So that's alright. That's okay. We'll make do with what we have. So that's sort of the front layout. We do add more detail obviously, but that's just the basic outline of the front. We'll copy and paste it to the back as well to make it, symmetrical. We do a lot of rockwork and terraforming and just adding more natural vegetation and trees and all that to make it look a little bit more advertising than what currently has in the exhibit, because it comes with standard like exhibit enrichment items that you can just add to it. So that's what they are now, but we'll add a lot more and make it look very nice indeed. I wanted to go with a two-tone between the wood and the stone, so that's why we replaced that top half of it with the stone, because that's going to be all the way around. It'll be like a wood bottom half and a concrete stone top half. I think like the contrast goes really nice, especially up against the wood. It just adds a bit of uniqueness between the wood, light wood down below, the stone, and then this darker edge wood that like highlights it. So I think it looks quite nice indeed. I also added like this little out awning roof just to add a little bit of different style. So that goes all the way along, and then we'll add some massive beams to hold up the other overhang roof on the other side, because it overhangs a little bit. Wanted to have some structural stability, if you will. So that's what we'll do on that side. We'll just add, some big wooden beams. I wanted to have a nice big window at the front, so yeah, we extended it even more just to bring in more natural light, as well as get a nice view, because people are running to this exhibit. Like there's a swarm of people. I left it on play for probably 5 minutes, and now there's a Goliath amount of people just all waiting to go in. Like you can see them all. It's pretty ridiculous how many people are interested in this exhibit. But it's good. Like if it was franchise mode, I'd be raking in the money, but that's all right. It's okay. We went with these metal beams just to, look like they're supported structurally, because it's a roof, so we want it to be nice big metal beams rather than wood or anything like that. So yeah, we do big metal beams, and then we'll put some rocks and stuff along that and make it look all nice. And then we'll also do another building next to it, not on this episode, probably on Twitch and here and there on this channel, but we'll do another big building on the other side of this building here, and I think that'll speak for itself. So yeah, that's yet to come, but for now we'll be working on the butterfly exhibit, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen too many butterfly exhibits on the wide world web. Hopefully you guys are into this one. Did take me a little bit, so yeah, hopefully you like it and you're enjoying the video. We've got a lot more attention on the channel recently, so thank you very much. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, so you don't miss anything or miss any future episodes or any updates or anything like that. And I'll leave my Instagram link down below as well, just so you can go give that a follow if you want. I wanted to break up the wall by adding a nice thin little window down below before adding more windows at the top. I think just that little low window just adds a little bit of uniqueness to the building, because you don't see many low thin windows too close to the ground, especially in buildings. So I wanted to break it up a little bit, and I think it looks good, which looks very nice. Going along and adding a wood detail all the way around the edges to try and cover up the edges between the windows and the wall pieces, just to break it up a little bit. And then we get rid of this glass side, and we'll copy and paste the front side to the back side all the way around as well. So they come with all these like enrichment items and everything like that, but they're on stands and pots and stuff like that, so I didn't really like it. So what we'll do is cover them all in some tree trunks to make it look like they're from like they've been put just on like some tree trunks, and we'll make some custom trees and a lot more natural than what it is. And then we'll do a lot of vines and make it look very not so much run down, but more overgrown but still looked after, if that makes sense. So we do. And vegetation work and just try and make it look rather than just have metal poles everywhere. And I think it came out quite nicely, but especially for the first butterfly habitat walkthrough that I've done. I think it looks quite nice. You can also add, I can't remember if I do, but you can also add natural looking paths so it blends into the dirt a little bit more. So now that I think of that, if I haven't already done it, I think I might go back and do that. And the good thing about these is they don't have any specific biome or vegetation, so you can just go berserk with whatever choose to put in there. As long as they have that base enrichment items, then they're happy as Larry. You can go berserk with adding whatever you like, which is what I'm doing right now, just going through and adding whatever I think will look good in a butterfly exhibit, especially for the guests to like walk through. I think it's very important to make it look good and natural. So yeah, we're just going through and adding whatever we like, really, just a bunch of stuff. We go with this nice green wall as well to just cover up a little bit of the inside. I think it looks quite nice. It's sort of like a vine wall, which looks pretty cool. And we get it all the way up the top and make it look quite nice as well. We do it on the other side, and I think it looks quite nice indeed. I'll also do a walkthrough at the end. Might not see much because there's a plethora of people in this exhibit, so apologies, but I'll try my best, alright? Okay, to do a little walkthrough. So just add in a nice little archway vine awning just to break it up a little bit to have it look like it's, you know, very vegetational. So, but look at all the people. How are you supposed to run a park with all these people here? Like, seriously. I also wanted to have a nice little sign out the front that's like butterfly house, so we put some rocks out the front as well, put a nice little fence all the way around, as well as we add a seating area with a few shops just across the pathway or across the courtyard or whatever. We do that just because there's a lot of people here, so we want them to be refreshed and happy with some picnic seating and everything like that. So yeah, we add that as well. But yeah, here we are adding area, and I do go through and add the natural path, which is good. That's what we want. Yeah, now we do the rock work, and we do a little mound here with some rocks, and then we get I believe it's Butterfly House, which is very nice indeed. And I like these. I like this font. I did go with some wood tree trunk pieces for a bit of a fence, but I end up going back on that and just putting some normal wood pieces instead. I just didn't like the way it looked in the end with it, so yeah, we go and change it instead. But this is pretty much the exhibit for now. We'll add a lot more detailing to it and stuff around it as well when we come to it. Like I said, the next episode will be like a massive building next to it, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I'll leave you with a walkthrough of the exhibit, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. See ya.